Hey Taurus, we're going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys. Taurus. All right, let's see. Taurus. All right, there's been a message coming out about like confidential stuff or like, I don't know, something like that, like something that you wouldn't want to just like tell anybody, like whatever this is, okay, that kind of stuff. I don't know, I'm getting something about that. It almost feels like, I don't know, let's see what's going on, but I am understanding something about that, like maybe not sharing a particular number with somebody, or I don't know, or maybe it's like don't share your password. I'm not sure what this, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something about sharing a password. All right, Taurus, let's give these a little bit of a shuffle here and see what's going on. There's the Hierophant. Maybe it's like, what is the password? Okay, what the heck? So let's get into this because, well, that's what we're doing. So, all right, Taurus. All right, Nine of Wands is at the bottom. I don't think I'm super surprised about that. So, all right, let's see. You guys have the reversed Queen of Swords, and this is showing up for your energy. I did Capricorn's reading yesterday, and they got the Queen of Swords upright for their energy. So this is currently kind of what's going on here. So I feel like you're feeling like something is out of place, or you're feeling like something is like inaccurate. It's almost like spotting and inaccuracy, that kind of thing. All right, maybe this is also, you might be focused on something that is just like not true, or I don't know, something like that. But I'll tell you something, it almost feels like the High Priestess might come out, because I feel like there's like, I don't know, there's something that feels like calculated or planned out, or like done on purpose, or I don't know, something. So let's see what the heck's going on here. You guys have the Queen of Wands reversed, and this is showing up in your environment. So it feels like there's either something here that maybe you're feeling like I'm nervous about that, or feeling like I don't feel comfortable with this particular thing. There might be something, might be a certain person that you're like feeling kind of intimidated by, or something like that. But you know, if this is a person around you, I'm wondering if maybe you had said something, Taurus, like maybe like kind of really quickly, or I don't know, something like that. And I'm wondering if it kind of like made somebody else feel a little like, I don't feel very confident about that, or I don't feel like super like motivated in some sense. Okay, I am kind of understanding that, but like, where did that thing go? Like with the whole, I don't know, like sharing a number or a password, or you know, something. So all right, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, like a reused something or other. I don't know. This is probably either not making sense at all, or it's like extremely specific. So, all right, you guys have the Six of Pentacles, and this is showing up for your challenge. This is a Taurus card. So, all right, feels like there's maybe a challenge in reciprocity, or giving and taking, something about that. Okay, maybe there's something that you overspent on in the past, or you kind of were like, you know what, I have this much to give, and I'm going to pour it into this thing. I wonder if I feel like if that's the case, I feel like that's past energy, and maybe like right now there's like a sense of like, you know, how do we figure this out, or like what is this that I'm looking at, or something like that. I really understand something about like an inaccuracy, or something that like it's like that shouldn't be there, that's out of place, or something like that. Okay, so all right, you have the reverse Eight of Wands, and this is showing up for your opportunity. I feel like this is canceling something, or blocking something, or like stopping communication maybe with a particular person. Okay, or literally being like, okay, I'm stopping that like before it like gets to, like, you know what I want to say is intercepting something. That's what I feel like is part of this opportunity. So I got to tell you, maybe there's something here that you're intercepting a message, which is really sneaky, or okay, intercepting a message of some sort. All right, that kind of thing, or maybe even, I don't know, maybe there's even something that you're like, I actually have to like lie about this, or I have to, you know, yeah, I have to lie about whatever this is. Okay, this could also just be the energy of maybe you being like wrong about something. I mean, there's no shame in that. Okay, we're all wrong about things all the friggin' time, so there's nothing, no shame in that. That's all I mean. But there might be something about that. Okay, and if that's the case, then I feel like maybe there's somebody around you who maybe is maybe feeling angry about that, or feeling like, okay, that like really, really like kind of pissed me off. Or maybe there was somebody who's like, you know what, I was going to do this thing. I was really excited to do this, but like now I heard this and now I'm like, you know what, forget it. Like you can do it, or like something, I don't know, something like that. So, all right, let's see what else is going on here for you, Taurus. Okay, interesting cards. All right, so let's see. We're gonna get out the rest of your tarot cards and then we'll read your oracle cards and get into it. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. It just feels like you said something here and now somebody is like unsure. They're like, okay, I don't know. They're either unsure and now they're like, I don't know what to do about that, or like I thought this and now I feel like all confused, something regarding that, okay? And I also wonder if there's maybe somebody, again, I'm getting that storyline of like something being said and then somebody being like, well, I'm not going to do that now, or I don't want to do that, or I'm not excited to do this anymore, or like screw it, you do it then. I don't know, something like that. So, all right, let's see what's going on. There definitely, it could be like financial, something or other going on here. All right, you know, I got to tell you, for your challenge, you have 2 Taurus cards here. Again, this is a Taurus reading, so maybe you're dealing with another Taurus here, okay? Or again, could be something like from the past that is kind of like re-emerging now, all right? That kind of thing. Whoa, you've got to be kidding me. Who did this happen to? This happened to, I think I want to say it was Virgo. They had 2 double cards. They had the Hanged Man. One was upright, one was reversed. You just got the Queen of Swords, both reversed, but it's double Queen of Swords. So, all right, let's see, Taurus, Taurus. Page of Wands is at the bottom. Okay, all right. So you have the double Queen of Swords, and this is for your current energy here. So there's either, I mean, this is either something that you have seen before, okay? Maybe you're seeing doubles of something, or you have seen something before, that kind of thing. Or again, like we were saying, this is like an inaccuracy or like a lie of some sort on purpose, okay? That kind of stuff. Maybe to like throw somebody off of the trail, or I don't even know what, for some like kind of interesting reason here, okay? That kind of stuff. Some of you guys maybe are like, I'm looking for my 3rd partner, or I've been married twice and now I want to get married again. That also came out, I think, in Capricorn's reading. I don't know, something. But all right, certainly could be. So let's see. In your environment here, maybe you're even unsure of what it is that you're looking at. I mean, this is super friggin' confusing, okay? There's, I don't know. I'm not sure. The Queen of Swords, both reversed, in your energy, it feels like hypercritical, or you're like, I don't know. Again, there's like an inaccuracy of some sort, or there was maybe something that was said like maybe too quickly in some sense, and like that kind of caused, I want to say, like a chain reaction of something here. So, all right, in your environment, again, you guys have the reverse Queen of Wands, and you have it with the 8 of Swords. So, all right, okay. I wonder if there was an energy of something, if this is a person or a situation, I'm not really sure, but I wonder if there was something being like, okay, I'm locked into this thing, I'm trapped into this thing, you know, that kind of stuff, okay? Certainly could be. And now I feel like there's this energy around you of, again, maybe not being super motivated to like get out of something, or to like see where there is like wiggle room, or where there's room to, again, like kind of get out of something, or to even like expand your thinking, that kind of stuff, or expanding your search on something, all right? That kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I understand something about location. Okay, I want to say loci. Actually, I really don't know why, but I'm getting that with the double Queen of Swords here. So I don't know. Okay. You know when they say like location, location, location. I don't know. I feel like saying that. I don't know where that's coming from. So let's see. Okay, let's keep going here. So, all right, for your challenge, you guys have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus, okay? And then you have it with the 6 of Pentacles and the Strength card. So there is a good amount of Taurus energy, okay? New moon in Taurus, and then this 6 of Pentacles here. So it does feel like your challenge. I think there was something in the past here that maybe Maybe you had a hard time like holding back in some capacity, okay? Like again, with this double Queen of Swords, I do understand this as just kind of like maybe being like, oh God, like I meant to kind of like hold back and I kind of just like let it out. It just like happened without like really thinking or just whatever. I just said this thing or whatever the heck it is, that kind of thing. I feel like there might be something in that, okay? And I feel like currently the challenge is like maybe trying to rebalance something or trying to like recoup on something, okay? It even could be like, you know what? I used all of my, I don't know, power or my time, okay? It could be, you know, time, energy, resources, money, whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. I wonder if it was like allocated in a way that maybe, I don't know, was like the wrong judgment call in some sense in the past, okay? And I really do feel like there's this sense of you guys now maybe being challenged by like, again, recouping that or trying to make something balanced. What I also understand is like once you say something or once you give something, it's like you can't like unsay it or you can't like ungive it, you know, something like that, okay? That's really what I'm understanding. There might be a Leo involved in whatever this is, whatever's going on here, okay? Certainly could be, all right? You have the Strength card as well. Okay. Interesting energy so far. I was about to call you Aries, so maybe you have some Aries in your chart as well, all right? All right, so let's see. You have the Wheel of Fortune and you have it with the Ace of Pentacles. And this is, again, showing up for part of this challenge here. So there feels like, I feel like this is something about like loosening up some control, but also kind of like letting something just like kind of transpire. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by loosening up control, okay? Like not like micromanaging anything or not trying to like control the universe or the way that like the wheel is turning, that kind of stuff. That's kind of what I'm understanding, is to kind of let something just, transpire in some sense. And it's interesting because we were saying something like the like Loki or like a location or something. Like this Wheel of Fortune, for me, it's like if you stay right in the middle of that, that's kind of like the sweet spot there, because that's like, you know, they say like the eye of the storm, that's like where the calm is. I almost feel like that's like, okay, what to do is kind of is that, all right? Is like letting something kind of like ride out, that kind of thing. This also could be something about just like kind of having some acceptance with like, all right, things are just changing, things are progressing, that kind of stuff, okay? Certainly could be. It's like what goes up has to come down, that kind of energy. That's what I feel like is like kind of embracing that. You have this Ace of Pentacles here, so it feels like giving up some sort of control and like really kind of staying in the middle with something here, that kind of stuff. I feel like that's bringing in some type of new opportunity or maybe a new manifestation, okay? Again, you have new moon in Taurus here, so maybe this is something where it's like, okay, that thing already happened or whatever it is, and now it's like time to, you know, you're having this opportunity to kind of have a new opportunity, you know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff, a new opportunity of some sort, all right? Maybe even offering somebody something here. You certainly could be, you know? All right. Especially if this is maybe somebody who is like genuinely, maybe this is somebody who is motivated to do something, but they're like, I can't because I'm stuck here for the time being or whatever it is, you know, that kind of stuff. Or maybe just having a friggin' hard time figuring out like how they can be active in their own capacity, you know what I'm saying? Kind of taking the lead, that kind of stuff, all right? Showing some like initiative in some sense, that kind of thing. You have the Seven of Cups. This is showing up as what to avoid. I would avoid making anything overly confusing. I would also say if there is any of that like high priestessy energy in the sense of like, oh, I'm saying this, but I don't really mean that, or I'm saying like, you know, you're gonna have to read between the lines with whatever this is, that kind of stuff. Or there's just like, you know, kind of like, you know, not speaking the truth on something here, that kind of thing. I feel like that's to be avoided because it feels like it's causing some type of confusion, all right, that kind of thing. I would also say that I would avoid having like too many options, you know, sometimes too many options is too many options, you know, sometimes that's what it is, okay, that kind of situation. So there is something regarding that, all right. There's also possibly something about avoiding making a particular choice on something, because it feels like the choice might just be like acknowledging that, again, things are changing. It's like now there's a new cycle, that kind of stuff. And it, again, feels like it's bringing in, you know, some type of a new opportunity or a new something or other, you know, a new something. Okay. So, all right, let's see. I would also say to avoid thinking that something is a complete illusion here, because I don't really understand that, okay? I don't understand that. So maybe this is like, you might be thinking like, oh, like this is an illusion, but they're gonna like understand that, or there's something like that. There's definitely like smoke and mirrors or something going on here. All right, so let's see, Taurus. So for your opportunity, you have first quarter moon in Pisces, honor your feelings. So that's kind of nice, okay? I mean, honoring your feelings is always a good thing. I will say you also have the moon card. I would say that is right in line with honoring your feelings, okay? That kind of stuff. I even wonder, I got to tell you, I wonder if there was like something where you kind of held back on something in the past, like holding back on like maybe displaying your emotions or, being open in that way, that kind of stuff, okay? And the challenge might be now is like, trying to like, again, kind of like change how things are going. It's like something might have already kind of like taken root here, or I don't know, or too much time has passed or something like that, okay? Something. So, all right. I don't know. This feels like a emotionally based reading, but also like with a financial undertone. Okay, definitely. All right. Okay, so anyway, so with this first quarter moon in Pisces, honor your feelings. You guys have the reverse 8 of Wands and you have it with the reverse 10 of Pentacles. So it feels like in the past there was, I think, something that was like supposed to be really comfortable, but for whatever reason it wasn't, okay? That kind of stuff. For some of you guys, this could even be maybe being overly comfortable or maybe overly supporting somebody or something like that. But there feels like with this honor your feelings, I'm almost understanding this as like, even though you're maybe like with people who you should be like, oh, I feel comfortable here. This is like, I feel like this is like stable. It's like, I have everything I need. Like I have, I don't know, everything you need there. It feels like maybe there's something that is making you feel not at home when you should be, that kind of stuff. I'm really not judging that because I do understand that. Like, I don't know. There's plenty of people that it's like, it's hard to feel like home somewhere. I don't know, like feeling like there's always something missing or that kind of stuff. I really, really understand that. Okay. I really do. So that certainly could be part of whatever's going on. Okay. For some of you guys, maybe there's something here in the past. Maybe you came from a home or a family that was just like not supportive at all, being like, you have to do everything by yourself, that kind of stuff. If that's the case, it feels like that past energy is kind of propelling you for like whatever this opportunity is. So it feels like, for some of you guys, you have an opportunity to like end a cycle, to be like, nope, I'm blocking that. This energy is not going any farther, that kind of stuff, like done, I'm blocking that. All right. That's definitely what I'm understanding here. Okay. And I do think there's something about listening to your intuition or being like, okay, this is how I feel and I don't have to judge how I'm feeling. It's just what I'm feeling, that kind of stuff. Yeah, there is something about that, like I feel like sometimes we're like made to feel like we're always supposed to be happy or always supposed to be this, that, the other. We're allowed to be pissed off, angry, sad, all of those things. You know what I'm saying? We're allowed to do all that. It's how we react really that is like the game changer there. But, of course we're allowed to experience all those emotions. We shouldn't be judging ourselves for how we're feeling about something, So definitely like honoring your emotions is certainly something that is like an opportunity. I just feel like there's maybe something here that maybe a particular emotion is making you feel a little not so stable or something about that, okay? I will also say maybe there was something in the past that there was like an upset in a family or an upset in like I don't know, something that was really like a mainstay or very much like, this is where I always go, or I don't know, something like that. It's like something that was supposed to like bring you like maybe finances or, paying the bills or whatever it is, or just feeling again, like secure in like your home, your family life, that kind of stuff, or at a workplace. There's something like that. So it feels like, again, your opportunity has something to do with like, okay, I'm not going to like let this get out of hand, or I'm going to stop this cycle now, or something regarding that. Okay. I almost want to say like stopping something before it gets worse, or I don't know, something like that, Taurus. So interesting. So you have the moon card and then you have it with the 10 of cups for part of your challenge. I'm sorry, for your opportunity. So this opportunity feels kind of wonderful. Okay. The moon card and the 10 of cups there. I'll tell you something, honoring your feelings. Okay. And like not judging them, even if it's like an emotion that you're like, God, I feel like I don't feel comfortable with this. Like, I don't know. It's been my experience that people, not everyone, again, I feel like I say this kind of a lot, that people don't just like come to the planet knowing how to give and receive love, that kind of stuff. If it's not really modeled for you, okay, then it's really hard to kind of like know how to feel comfortable when when you're supposed to feel comfortable. Sometimes it can even feel like if somebody's supporting you, it's like, oh, are they going to like rip the rug out from beneath me any moment now? That kind of stuff, okay? I do understand that very much so, Taurus. So, all right, I think that really like doing like a deep dive into something emotional here, okay? Or really connecting with your intuition, possibly even like seeing like your side of things. And by that, I mean like how you've contributed or not contributed or whatever the heck it is to whatever's going on here. I think that would be super helpful. You have this 10 of Cups here, so it's like working through tough emotions. That seems to be the thing that's going to bring you out on the other side here, okay? I mean, reverse 10 of Pentacles and then the upright 10 of Cups. That's friggin' awesome, okay? This is like emotional satisfaction or emotional fulfillment, emotional this is feeling at home. This is feeling emotionally safe, feeling like, okay, I can like let down my guard here, that kind of stuff, okay? And possibly working through a struggle, something like that, okay? Especially with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, it's a great energy, but again, that's something that requires like effort, time, like cultivating something, like definitely time, okay? Like there's something about like maybe consistent efforts into something, that kind of stuff, all right? That's what I'm feeling. So absolutely, there is something about you guys maybe going through a moon period. Maybe there's some confusion there, or that's like the moon period in the sense of like, again, facing your emotions, facing your feelings, whatever the heck it is, not judging it. And again, it does feel like it's kind of bringing you out on the other side of something where you might even be like, you know what, I've done that enough times that now I feel more comfortable with like this level of intimacy or this level of connection or, you know, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm feeling here. There might be something about the season of summer that is super important, or there's something, a strong connection there. So, all right, you have the 5 of Pentacles, and this is showing up as what to avoid. So another Taurus energy. So what this to me is like what you should avoid is being like, I don't have what I need. I wish that I had all these things. Everybody else has this and I don't have it, that kind of stuff. I would also say avoid like putting yourself on the outside of an opportunity or on the outside of a loving connection or something like that, okay? This to me is like, don't put yourself out of something when you don't need to. You know what I'm saying? It's like keeping your emotions in the game or staying in, I don't know, in something here, okay? For some of you guys, maybe this has to do with like possibly don't overextend yourself or don't or try to avoid it's almost like avoid not accepting maybe help or something when somebody maybe is trying to offer that to you or you know, something. There's something. Definitely like an energy of like, you know, gratitude. I do understand that as, you know, with this like avoiding, you know, this kind of energy, this is like, you know, you're allowed to enter that. You're allowed to feel certain things. You're allowed to have a certain emotional depth with something, that kind of stuff. Okay. I also want to say there might be something about avoid leaving something out. Okay. What that is, I'm not sure, but there might be like, hey, don't leave that out. Okay. Because maybe somebody around you is like picking up on that energy, or you leaving something out might be having somebody else feel less motivated or feeling kind of trapped in something and being like, well, now I don't really feel like the decision is up to me, or I don't feel as confident as, you know, as I was in the beginning, or, you know, something like that. So super interesting reading, Taurus. I don't think I expected this at all. I never know what to expect, but I didn't expect this, Taurus. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. I hope this reading was helpful and made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you could check your other placements, and I'll see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.